I understand now. Okay, you absorbed the chaotic soul, so he was another contestant. Thanks, much appreciated. What the hell happened here? I'm not proud of it, but I see a Bremen officer I punch before asking. God damn it, Marco. That is literally how you get shot. Yes, I'm sure you wish. Yeah, that's how you get shot. You punch an army officer. How's it going, everyone? This is Hall Gaming. Welcome back to some more Fear and Hunger Termina. We are on to day 2 in the game, and today's goal is A, I want to finish up the apartments, and B, I'm wanting to explore a little bit more because there's some more stuff to the northwest that I haven't seen yet. I'm wanting to go see what all's up there. So let's go ahead and get right into it today. I just now realized I've messed up my green screen when I sat down. You guys got a little peek at my room, it's fine. Also, my shirt's a little transparent, but it's all good. It's all good. Alright, let's get everyone on the road. So, question is, what do we want to do first? Because there is the apartment complex, or like I said, we're in the pre-field bop right now, and we're close to the northwest anyway. We might want to check. Actually, you know what? First, before we do anything else, I want to check the train real quick. Because we're into day 2 now, so things might have changed. We might be able to like convince some of the others to come with us now. Never know. It's always good to check these things. What with this game having a lot of like timing stuff. Because for example, oh, you're just gonna be a bastard, aren't you? Oh no, you don't. Alright, anyway. Like I was saying, Marina had something where we couldn't recruit her until like nighttime on day 1. Because she wasn't in that bookstore originally. I remember ducking into that bookstore to avoid a gunshot. She wasn't in there. She only went in there at like nighttime. So I'm wondering if it's a similar situation where we have to wait for a certain amount of time to recruit the people back at the train, which if I'm not mistaken, we should be getting close to where we need to go to get back there, because we need to go through like the front gate. So it's like this way? Yeah, because down here is the gate. Oh hell. Hey yo. Who the fuck has the gun? Find yourself in the middle of an encounter. Oh, it's Marco. Take it easy. It was all just a big misunderstanding. We continue our several ways, and everyone stays alive for tomorrow. It's easy to feel remorse when you're looking down the barrel of a gun. Yo, no, this is my boy Marco, and it looks like he was getting the wheelchair, so fuck that. We're taking him down. Ow! Son of a bitch. Fine, burn. Alright, everyone go for the arm. You always go for the thing that's holding the weapon. Well, there that goes. And there he goes. Okay, he did not have much. Oh, I understand now. Okay, you absorbed the chaotic soul, so he was another contestant. Thanks, much appreciated. What the hell happened here? I'm not proud of it, but I see a Bremen officer I punch before asking. God damn it, Marco. That is literally how you get shot. Yes, I'm sure you wish. Yeah, that's how you get shot. You punch an army officer. I'm sure he would have shot me if you didn't stop him. That's enough proof of his intentions. He was a bad man. But it's not like I wanted him cold in the gutter. I'm heading back to the train. Seems to be the safest area I've seen so far. I'd recommend following me there. And that's where I was heading. Let's check it out. First off, let's search this guide. Army uniform, a Luger pistol, and 10 9mm bullets. And then... I'm sure Pocket Cat's gonna love that. We got a contestant head finally. Everyone else has been moon scorched. We haven't been able to get a contestant head before now. Yeah, and then we just keep going this way. These little like shortcuts. It's giving me flashbacks to, like, Dark Souls. Like all these little shortcuts moving back. Like, granted, there are still some spots that it's a little linear. Like, going back into the wilderness from Preheval is a little rough. But can't complain. At least there's no enemies around here. Then again, I really shouldn't open my mouth before I think, because there could very well be new enemies here. We are on a new day, and of course we had that new event just outside the restaurant, so... But I am hoping, though, that Marco's grabbing the wheelchair, so I'm thinking we might be able to recruit Olivia. Because didn't she need a wheelchair to leave the train? Yeah, there you are! How's it going, Olivia? Hi, I heard you met Marco in the city? Yeah, so you got a wheelchair now. Oh, right. I guess I never talked about it with you. I'm pretty much useless without one. My legs don't function properly. Oh, I guess in this, like, yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of that subject, so we don't have to talk about it. I'm good now that I got my wheels. Alright, do you want to tag along? Oh, sure, I guess. Now I can move around more freely. It'd be good to see just what's happening here. Then again, your party seems pretty sizable already. Wouldn't we just draw more attention if I tagged along? I think it's better for me to stay here a while. Okay, so we do have a max of party size of 4. Getting more clear that simply staying at the train won't get us anywhere. How's it going here? As good as it can, I suppose. Let's tag along. I don't really care to travel in big crowds. Maybe some other time. Ooh, question is, who do we leave? Because now we got plenty of options for people. Hey, you guys all sit down for a sec. I do want to take Abella, because Abella has the wrench. And then I think I'll take Olivia and Marco. We'll see what our new party members are like. Marina had her use in the engraving part. We have fire covered. So yeah, let's bring along Olivia and Marco. What all do they got for skills? So first off, Olivia. Photosynthesis, a process in which you use sunlight to create oxygen and energy to replenish your health gradually over time. Requires sunlight, but it's a passive. So you're a photosynthetic being. Replenishes health gradually over time. So her body will regenerate as long as we're outside? And it's not nighttime, I'm assuming. That's interesting. Still, though, that's only a passive. What about Marco? Whoa, he's got a lot. Bob and weave, a defensive... Okay, so he's like a boxer. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. A defensive technique where one bobs their head laterally to an incoming attack while shifting balance either left or right. Raises evasion greatly. Bare-fisted proficiency. Proficiency with bare fist gives you greater accuracy when fighting without a weapon. A passive skill. And the longer combat goes on, the stronger you get as your blood boils even hotter. Overall, very interesting skills. Real quick, though, let's actually pull all you guys into the train real quick. Pile in, pile in. Where did Marina go? No, like, actually, where the hell did Marina go? It said she was weak from hunger. She didn't just die from hunger, did she? Ain't no way she just died from hunger. Because we got Levi there. Where the fuck did she go? Huh. Wait, look, is that an actual thing? Do they leave if they get too hungry? Okay, it's a bug. So the train is fucking things up. That's what's going on. And Marina just vanished from existence. So what I'm going to do is we're going to load a save. Because Pav was not difficult at all. We can handle Pav. I won't say solo, because he does have the gun. But maybe with just me, Abella, and Marina. And then once we've taken care of him, we go back, we deposit Marina at the Preheval Bop. Go back down with just Abella, grab Marco and Olivia, bring everyone here. And actually, we could probably get away with just Abella and Osa. That might be the best way of doing this. Let's try it. Even if it doesn't work, we'll have tried it and we'll know it doesn't work, and we have a save right here. There's no real reason to not do this. Unless, of course, the fucking crier grabs us, but... And with an even smaller party, we should be able to get around him fairly easily. Yeah, that's what I thought. So just me and Abella, that also means that the other two's hunger won't really go down all that much, because they aren't currently in the party. And then once we've grabbed Olivia and Marco, we bring them back up to Preheval Bop. And then, do I want to bring in a full party for the apartments? Because I wanted to clear the apartments relatively soon, because I just want to get it over with and done while we have a relatively fresh save. So I'm wondering if maybe after I grab Olivia and Marco, I deposit Olivia at the Preheval Bop, and then just take in Osa, Abella, and Marco like our combat squad, so that it's harder for the neighbors to catch us. And then from there, we finish out the apartments, grab what I assume to be one of the idols at the end of it. Yeah, we already have seen all of this. Fucking shoots me. Got another email back from another... I'm getting a lot of like rejection emails from places, and it sucks. But anyway, enough about my little pity party. Where did we even hit with our fire? Did we hit anywhere with our fire? Let's just make sure we take care of that arm. Well, he's dead. And we get the chaotic soul. Alright, Marco, you run to the train. Yeah, we've already heard all this before. Marco goes back to the train, grabs Olivia. We pick up Marco and Olivia at the train, bring Olivia back to Preheval Bop, and then take the three into the apartments. might be the best way of doing this. I also kind of want to heal up, but I desperately need the healing spell. I forgot I got so many more spells. Jesus. Rots the victim from the inside out to make them vulnerable to attacks. Requires a rev point. Let me do Spice Forge real quick, actually. Because in that case, let's switch Pyromancy to a double. And then we... No, not greater. First Rot. And then we keep on greater pheromones. So we start fights by applying basically a defense debuff. I feel like that's really good. Yeah, because as long as this works the way I think it does. Because starting with a rot spell, if it does like a defense down, that should make most fights a lot easier. Especially if we're faster than the opponent. Which in most circumstances we are. I've very rarely seen enemies that are actually faster than us, except for very specifically Levi, because he's constantly going through withdrawal, so his speed is like halved or something. Mostly because I don't want to shoot him up every time we have any kind of fight, so I kind of just deal with it for lower, like, rank fights. Alright, let's grab these two. Alright, want to tag along? Alright, and now we should be good. Now the other thing is, I remember from talking to Olivia before, that she's actually like a botanist. So I'm wondering if, because there were like plants up here that we couldn't identify. No, apparently she still can't identify them for us. Damn. Alright. Well, regardless, let's take this squad up to the Pre-Evil Bop. We'll deposit Olivia, and then Osa, Abella, Marco goes in for the fight at the apartments. We should be able to handle it with just us three, and I don't want to risk anyone getting more hurt. So, yeah, just go in with those three. Especially considering like there's no experience in Fear and Hunger. It's just, did you survive the fight? Yes? Good. Keep going. So yeah, taking more people in just risks more limbs being lost. I don't know if I'm looking at this the right way though, because maybe it might be... Then again, there's stairs. I was about to say maybe it might be worth it to take Olivia into the apartments, and I remembered that it's a lot of stairs. Oh god, how is she gonna get up these? Well, apparently her wheelchair is all terrain. Also, I forgot to research this guy. And cut off the head. Now this is one head that I don't think we want to offer because it's a contestant head, which is slightly more important. Only slightly, at least I think. I could be entirely wrong on 90% of the stuff I say about this game, because I have no fucking clue. But, yeah, I think it's worth it holding on to these, just because Pocket Cat was willing to trade for them, so... yeah, probably worth keeping a hold of. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna go deposit Olivia real quick. And then apartment bound. And then after that, depending on timing of course, we will see about going to one of the other places, because we have plenty of spots we can go to on the map. Yeah, because we got the one from the Church of All-Merr. Right now we're going to be going for the one in the apartments, and then after that... we need to go to St. Domec's orphanage in order to get the third effigy. There's also the tunnels. One of them is out here in the wilderness somewhere. We've already found this one. This was Tunnel 7. And this one was in like the old town, so that one was Tunnel 6. I don't think there's anything in there though, was there? I don't remember. We might have to check that out again. But Bohemia National Museum has another one. So these two are the ones we need to check, and then we need to check these two. I don't know what's in the tunnels. Ah, fuck, he cut. This is why I said going with a smaller group might be better. First rot. Let's see what this does. The Inquisitor's shell of a skin begins to rot. Oh. Okay, so the bell summons a Bobby. Marco? I guess go for the hand of the Inquisitor, and Olivia, you too? Okay, yeah, no, we need to hurt that thing. Oh, we reflected it. Okay, so we reflected hurting back on it. It also looks like it's starting to rot. Okay, so running might be more than just a defense debuff. Oh yeah, Olivia gets an extra turn for some reason. Let's take care of the Inquisitor first before anything. That Bobby can't do anything at the moment. Yeah, all it can do is tackle. Okay, that thing's down. So now we just deal with the Bobby. Which, given that we now have our rev up, we should be able to just rev up and go for the body? Oh yeah, we got this. Down you go. Okay, do we need to like beat this thing to make sure it stays down, or is it just down? Can't even interact. Oh, there we go. Search. Find a soul stone. Just in case, because it looked like a Bobby. Okay, no reaction. Saw off the head. The thing had like the same skin texture as a Bobby, so I was worried about it like coming back to life. Good to know that those things are very scary and that Nashra is still protecting me. Hey guys, I brought some new friends. How do I make the new friends leave? Climb down. Okay, new friends are not wanting to leave. Want to tag along? Okay, I want Olivia to leave the party. Do I have to leave and come back? Yep, there we go. Yeah, Olivia should be safe. Yeah, so now we grab Abella and Mark. God damn it, Marco. Everywhere we go, you have to be leaning like that. Like, literally everywhere. Also, I just didn't realize my mouse was on screen. Alright. Abella, sorry to keep pulling you away from this, but... Okay, food-wise, we do need to eat, so let's go ahead and use a meat pie for both of us. And then healing-wise, I can give just a blue vial to Abella. And then I need something a little stronger because I have more health. And we should be good from there. So let's grab Marco and let's head to the apartments. Why don't take a seat and relax, man? Oh, are you a bouncer? I've worked as a bouncer in a handful of bars and joints. Habits die hard, like they say. Sounds like honest work. Maybe, but it can lead to roads that are not so honest very easily. I didn't want to talk to you about this again. So you're a bouncer by profession then? Not quite. I've done all kinds of odd jobs through the years. Bouncer, an amateur boxer, construction worker, an enforcer, the list goes on. I don't want to talk to you about being a bouncer. Shut up, Marco. There we go. Alright, let's go. To the apartments. Got the fucking battle squad here. Honestly though, I joke, but I do think these three are the most competent at fighting. Just because we have spells covered. The rot spell especially is insane from what I was starting to see during that last fight. Of course, I could be entirely wrong on what it does, but from the looks of things, it's almost like a progressive thing, where every turn the enemy takes more and more damage. But anyway, like I said, apartments we go. Yep, there's the click of the door locking, so we are now locked into this. Give me the master key. We've already solved the puzzle here. Unless it like changes between runs, we should be good. Could very well have changed, but I don't think it has. Only see white noise. Yep, now it forms the news broadcast from Karen. Yeah, we have already seen this. Try to do 28th Street. Residence apartment 6, 9, 11, and 13. So 6, 9, 11, 13. Wait, those are different numbers, aren't they? Because before it was like 4, 6, 11, 13. So yeah, it did change. Fuck, it changed. 4, 6, 11, or no, 6, 9, 11, 13. We don't even really need to go into apartment 2. There's nothing in here. Yeah, nothing in here or note. Okay, so apartment 6 is musician. Got it. 6 is musician. Again, I don't know why I'm going in here, but I do remember there being additional safety locks. So that's going to be the killer's apartment. Don't remember there being anything in the bathrooms. I do remember there being chests in some of these rooms, which is why I'm checking all of them. But it doesn't look like there's any on this floor. Alright, so 6, 9, 11, and 13. Let's check apartment 8. Oh, hello. Pop this open. Let's go with heads. Ah, tails. Yeah, now I remember the neighbors start spawning now too. 13 just moved in, so we can remember that. Yeah, it does look like rot just like does damage over time, so anyway, everyone gang up on one arm. Yeah, Marco with those like double attacks. It's very nice. Which Sungat seems to be smelling the air with it. Alright, Abella gets her extra turn. All right, and now hopefully we get a stun on the other arm. Yeah, the quick jabs, that's like 300 damage total. Let's take care of the arm. Okay, both arms are down. And now we all rev up, go for body. Especially Marco with the rev up. Holy shit, I just now realized how much damage he's gonna do. Alright, this thing's down. Severed arm and leg. Saw off the head. Every head's another level up. Shit, given how well that went, I think we can profitably fight neighbors with this setup. Doors sealed shut. 6, 9, 11, and 13. So 11 is the doll maker. Nine would be like an astrologer. Yeah, I do remember this puzzle though, because yeah, there's these weak wards right here. We need to push this statue over them. Heave-ho, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. And that should open up the path down here to the killer's journal. Oh, hold on. Wait, this is the doctor. How'd you get here? That sigil on the floor, do you know what it means? It's the sigil of the sulfur. What the fuck is the sulfur? I guess Oso would be the one to know about this. Sulfur god. Sulfur god. You hear voices echoing from the headed wizard. What's the use educating this maggot? I've never heard of such a thing. What else do you know? I only know the god by name. Even a seemingly meaningless tidbit could come to use. So please. I know he's a mostly forgotten ancient god. How could have he known of this god then? Well, it's a start. At least I have a name now. I could have use for company. Would you mind if I joined your party? Well, this kind of worked out lovely. I only brought in the combat squad, but sure, we could use a doc. Name's Dan, by the way. Forget what all skills you got, Dan. Yeah, analyze. Find the biggest weakness in their physique. Diagnosis, so you can study fallen enemies. And then Magna Medical, which is, I think, a revive, if I'm not mistaken, where you can sack his own limbs to revive people. Either that or maybe it's just like a very strong healing spell that takes his limbs. I don't know. We'll figure it out if we ever need to use it. Hopefully I don't have to use it. But anyway, let's go ahead and read. So, Diary of a Madman. Most parts of the diary are completely illegible scribblings of a madman, but towards the end the text becomes more lucid. We've already read all of this, except I need to know what rooms he killed first. First blood, the lunatic that raves about the moon and stars to all day's end. That would be apartment 11 or 13? Whichever one was connected above us. So it would have been 9, 10, 11, right? Because the dollmaker was 9. Was the dollmaker 11? Because it went 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, that's not how... I'm already forgotten. So, astrologer first. move in second, puppeteer third, and the singer. Okay, so we have what we need. So we need to look at apartment 6 again real quick, which is this one. So apartment 6 is a songbird, so the last digit is 6. And then we need to go upstairs for the rest of them. The braggart who just moved in is 13. So second digit's 13. 11 is the doll maker, 9 is the astrologer. So 9, 13, 11, 6. Right? Just to make sure, we're gonna read this one more time. Second blood, the foolish braggart who just moved in. Okay, so I was right. So it's gonna go 9, 13, 11, 6. Alright, let's head to the basement, punch that in, and then we get through Rare's little powwow, and then we get the fuck out of here. Nine, 13, 11, 6. 9, 13, 11, 6. Basically trying to cement this in my mind because I have a terrible memory for numbers. 9, 13, 11, 6. 9, 13, 11, 6. Is it bad the only reason I'm remembering this is because I realized I can't make a 9/11 joke? 9, 13, 11, 6. Alright, here we go. 9... Nope, that wasn't right. Hold on. Set password. 9, 13, 11, 6. There we go. Pop it open. Crawl on through. Back into Rare's realm. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. This is where things get fun. Yeah, I thought that gave poison. I'm just making sure that no one's gonna go tits up when we get into this. Food, go to Chanterelle. Alright, here we go. Actually, with first rot, we go through our mind a lot faster than we used to. That I'm just now realizing. Gate is locked with a complex mechanism. God, that noise. That is grating as hell. Alright, we should be able to take on neighbors, especially with the first rot and with the doc's help. Alright. Everyone gang up on one arm, take it out, and then his DPS is basically halved. Awesome, we can take out the arm relatively easily, and Marco is the king of dodging. Yeah, I was about to say, if we stun it, we'll just go for an attack on the arm, or we'll go for an attack on the torso. But as it stands, I think that should do it. Oh yeah, especially with the crit. Because now all of us are going to go for torso. We got out of that scot-free. Damn, we are damn good now. Especially considering we just found another rusty pipe. Hey, Doc, I know you're good with scalpels, but, let's give you something a little more fitting for combat. We can also... Oh, he gets magic defense from that. Okay, maybe we keep you on that. Alright, but anyway, let's keep going. Yeah, it's this door again. Mysterious ornament doors remain shut. I wonder what opens those doors. I will say, our mind does decay fairly rapidly whenever we're using the first rot, but it's fine. We'll be fine. Alright. Yeah, he just gets the one attack. And then Abella, go for the arm, and then if we stun it with this attack, then we just all go for torso. Nope, no stun. Alright, everyone go for the arm, well, actually, yeah, just everyone go for arm, and then if we end up killing it, we default to torso. Suction tongue. Oh god, Marco's nearly dead. God, I forgot that they could do that. Ow. Marco, I am sorry, bud. What kind of healing do we got for a man? Not much, do we, huh? That's the best we can get you right now, man. Hopefully we can find something better. Wait, there's the effigy. Yeah, for now, since we now know that those things have that ability, let's try to avoid combat best we can now. Yeah, no, we're not gonna add this one, I don't think. Not unless we circle all the way around. Which actually we might be able to get away with. Nope, not quite. Oh. I don't think we're getting this thing open, but sure, we'll attack it. Is it gonna be a similar puzzle to, like, outside of Rare's realm, where we have to go, like, upstairs and knock something down? Because if that's the case... Yeah, it seems to be what it is. Let's avoid pissing anything off for right now. Head through here, and then this should be directly above. You know, instead of jumping down, let's take the ladder. Let's take the safer option. Got the effigy. Now we just need to find a way out. So that is the question, isn't it? I was hoping that symbol there would be the way out. No such luck. Is this situation like the apartment complex is reversed from reality? Nope. Nope, we can't get out that way. Nothing there. Nope. Oh, fuck. I think we just got sandwiched. Yep. Let's get the fuck out of here. And just in case we don't get away. Okay. Let's check some of these other rooms. Maybe there's something in here. Nothing there. Yeah, that one was gonna catch us regardless. Okay, let's rev up and go for arms. Because we cannot let this thing have an attack on us, otherwise Marco risks death. Okay, I did calculate it out fairly well. God, we need to get the fuck out of here. Shouldn't have its suction attack, though, so we should be okay. Oh yeah, especially with the crit to the body, we're good. Search him, 2 shillings, that's fine. Saw off the head. Okay, so it's nothing to do with down here. We've already pretty much searched everywhere down there. What about up instead? I'm playing keep away with my fucking life, and it kind of sucks. Oh, how the fuck do I get out of this place? I'm wondering if maybe I have to jump from the upper floor into that symbol? Is that the solution? Or do I have to, like, make my way back, all the way back down? Let's jump down. Okay, pop this open. That way just leads back up, so let's head this way. So maybe we can just get... Yeah, I know my mind is insanely low. Breaking out the good stuff, boys. That's in return for getting me through this, because holy shit, you guys deserve it after all this. Yeah, maybe it's... we need to go back the way we came. Here's the hole we came out of. Can we go back this way? Yes, we can. And the door unlocked. There we go. That's how we got out. We just need to get the effigy and leave. Fucking hell. I mean, that's the second of 2 effigies, or the second of 3 effigies. It looks like the last one's at the orphanage, so I think we're gonna scout that out real quick before we call it a day. Only seems right. That was fucking insane, though. The amount of neighbors down there was... The other thing is we are on very low health. That's the other downside here, is we need to find more healing items. So we're kind of forced to go find more shit. So the other thing is I want to go to the one magic shop that was, I believe, on this street. Yeah, because there's a fortune teller. Renka Cafe. I don't remember if there was anything in here. I don't think there was. Yeah, no, there wasn't really anything in here. Could be more food, though. It is cafe. Cleaning products. Cleaning products, okay. Find a wine vial, bottle of vodka, bottle of beer, and a bottle of beer. Oh, and that also looks like, yep, a blue herb. So at the very least, one of you is getting off death's door, and I'm sorry, Doc, but it's gonna be the strong man over there. Also, we got plenty more soulstone shards. Now healing, mixed herbs. There you go, Marco. Oh, and don't forget to check the register for shillings. Hell yeah. Alright, now let's go find this magic shop. Because I want to see if I can get that, like, hardened heart thing or whatever it was that he was selling for a ridiculous amount. Right, these weird umbrella-looking things. I don't even want to know what they are. We're not going to find out what they are. We're also not going to find out what those noises correspond to, because, fuck that. We are just leaving. Yeah, the magic store was this way. Yeah, Dr. Keffer. God, I love this man. Alright. 99 we have exactly enough. What else does he have? He has some neat stuff, but I do think the one thing I want is this hardened heart. So I want to know what this does. Crystallized and hardened heart that has seen its share of pain and suffering now offers a glimpse of the same determination its previous owner had to its new master. Okay, I guess we give that to Marco. We'll see what that does when we start another fight. For right now, though... Lucky coin. Where does this gate lead? We're in like a destroyed part of town. Red herb. Yeah, that building got bombed out. Whoa! Hi there, bud. Oh, get back here. Good afternoon, a foggy day, isn't it? You seem skilled with that bow. Yes, I've done my fair share of practice as a youngling. Didn't know back then that all the blisters in my hands would be worth it in the end. To be young again. But alas, duty calls. I must bid you farewell. No, you get your ass back here. You're fucking cool. What have you been up to? Sightseeing the city for the most parts. I do like the compact size of it all. It makes it easy to traverse between different key locations. I quite haven't found what I'm looking for yet, so if you don't mind, I must bid you farewell for now. Alright, the coolest fucking character in the game, and he's just dipping. Oh no, he's still with us. At this point, he seems to be, like, following us. What you looking for, bud? Ah, you son of a bitch. I was gonna keep following him. This is the, like, western area that was the short. I don't want to go here just yet. This is a convenient shortcut, though. Search him. Cloth fragment. It's gonna be very nice. We are actually running low on those. I believe we're full on out. Very good to have another. Half cocooned head. What do we got down here? Waste disposal office. Foul stench emanates from the staircase. Hello. Pick up the sewer winch. Nothing interesting inside, only the same random documents you can find on the tables too. They mostly got to do with the maintenance of the sewage system. Door is locked with a simple lock. Use a small key. Dinner, gasoline. Duct tape. And a C ration. And a bolt. Alright, sewer's western end. Smell that as a mix of dirt, blood, and feces fills the air. Yeah, that must smell very pleasant. Okay. You know, we can take... These guys are just crazy ghouls. They shouldn't be that bad. Unless they immediately get a turn. Let's just cut off all the limbs, make sure that I can't move. That's literally everything. And it still gets the bite. Go after the head. God damn it. You don't even need to go after limbs. Why was I going after limbs? Well, that's pretty much 2 people dead. Unless I want to saw off limbs. But even if I saw off limbs, we only have the 1 bandage. Dried meat. Saw off head. And I made the mistake of not saving, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of stuff off screen next episode. Old Dan's dead. Yeah, we can literally just hit him in the chest and he dies. Saw off head. Okay. Up here lies Dan. Boo-hoo. Now that this is basically a doomed run, let's just use this to figure out what's going on down here and see if this is a place we need to go. Because if it isn't, we can just say fuck this and not come back down here. There's a lot of loot. I'd like to come down here, but all the infection enemies. Plus they get first moves, so that's the other problem. Maybe first rot isn't a great idea. Maybe I should go for first pyromancy trick again. I feel like first rot's better for like if we're going against bosses. Regardless, unless there is a ritual circle down here, this run is basically doomed. It's like a whole community down here, damn. Bella is weak from hunger. Well, you can't have that. Although we are also just straight up dying of infection anyway, so... You know what, enjoy your guys' final meals. every time I go into these goddamn sewers, I come out of them feeling worse. Let's go Tails. Okay, now the game is just fucking with me. That's the other thing. Now that I'm using Rot as like my first spell, it's really messing with like the economy on my mind. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good news, we're back. Bad news, I don't know how long that's gonna be. Just in case, let's save. Just in case we want to keep this run. Yeah, because that's 2 more contestants down. That's Dan and whoever that officer was. What do we got as far as the Hexen is concerned? We've lost affinity with Venushka. Oh no, never mind. We started with Pyromancy Trick. We always had affinity. We did unlock a few new paths though. Bury the Trauma, On Guard, and Order Charge. Blood Sacrifice, we already knew we had that path. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we got Dan's path. Yeah, because this one here is Marco's path. Persuade, Wrench Toss. Yeah, we don't get the paths of the people who are still alive. Yeah, right here is Dan's, so we need to, like, kill them in order to get their soul. Regardless, though, I don't know what Bury the Trauma does. Learn the Still On Guard. And learn Order Charge. Because why not? We'll save here. And then leave. And watch as people die from infections. Except not really. But anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of today's episode. Unfortunately, ending on a bit of a downer note, but at the same time, we now know we can get through the apartments. I might try it again off screen, see if I can't do it a little better. Marco kind of got his entire soul sucked out of him. But anyway, if you enjoyed this episode of Fear and Hunger, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Go check out some other videos. I've done an entire blind playthrough of Fear and Hunger 1, and we're still in the middle of the blind playthrough of Fear and Hunger 2. So you got plenty of content to get through. But regardless, thank you all so much for watching this one, and have a good day.